Hello, medical residency applicants. Ever wondered how to ace the infamous mistake question in a medical residency interview? Well, you're in the right place. Welcome to Victory Education Lounge, where we break down complex interview questions and provide you with the best strategies for success. If you're ready to embark on this exciting phase of your medical career, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more content, and share your thoughts or questions in the comments below. Today we're tackling a question that has stumped many. Can you describe a time you made a mistake and how you handled it? It's a question that can make even the most confident interviewees squirm, but fear not. This video will guide you through the process of answering this question in a way that highlights your self-awareness, responsibility, problem-solving skills, and capacity for growth. From misreading a patient's chart to misunderstanding a senior doctor's instructions, we'll explore diverse scenarios and provide you with strategies to handle them effectively. Stay tuned to discover how to turn this tricky question into a showcase of your growth and problem-solving skills. First off, comprehend what the interviewer seeks in your response. When you're asked to describe a time you made a mistake and how you handled it, the interviewer is seeking to understand four key aspects of your character. The first is self-awareness. The ability to recognize that you have made a mistake, rather than deflect or deny it, is a crucial quality in any professional, particularly in the medical field. It shows that you're in tune with your actions and their impact. The second aspect is responsibility. Owning up to a mistake is a clear sign of maturity and integrity. It shows that you're not just accountable but also trustworthy. In the medical field, trust is paramount, and acknowledging when you're wrong is a significant part of building that trust. The third point they're looking for is your problem-solving skills. How did you correct or manage the situation after realizing your mistake? This shows your ability to think on your feet, make sound decisions, and take corrective actions. It's about demonstrating that you can handle pressure and pivot quickly when things go wrong. And lastly, they're interested in your capacity for learning and growth. What insights did you gain from the experience? How has the mistake shaped you or changed your approach? This shows your willingness to learn and grow from your mistakes, which is crucial in a field that is constantly evolving and where every decision can have significant consequences. Now that we know what the interviewer wants, let's delve into 5 different scenarios and how to approach them. Remember, these examples are not about the specific mistake you made, but rather about how you handled it, what you learned from it, and how you grew as a result. So, let's get started. Imagine you've made a clinical error. How would you handle it? Let's delve into our first example, a clinical error. It's a scenario that can induce a cold sweat in even the most seasoned medical professionals, but mistakes happen. They're a part of our human nature. What's crucial is how we respond to them. Picture this, you're a junior resident working a long shift. You're tired, but you're pushing through. You misread a patient's chart and administer a slightly incorrect dosage of medication. It's not life-threatening, but it's not ideal either. Now, the first thing to remember is to not panic. Mistakes can be rectified, especially if caught early, so our immediate response is to report the error. This might be a tough pill to swallow, but it's a crucial step in maintaining the trust and integrity that is the backbone of the medical profession. Next, we need to address the error. Depending on the situation, this could involve administering an antidote, monitoring the patient more closely, or even just reassuring them. This shows your ability to manage a crisis and your commitment to patient care. But we're not done yet. Once the immediate crisis is dealt with, it's time to ensure this error doesn't repeat itself. You might decide to implement a double-check system for future prescriptions, or perhaps suggest a team review of protocols to prevent similar errors. This part of your response is critical because it shows your problem-solving skills and your proactive approach to improving processes and systems. Mistakes are learning opportunities, and by turning a negative into a positive, you're showing that you can grow from these experiences. In the end, it's about showcasing your ability to take responsibility, handle the situation maturely, and learn from your mistakes. It's about proving that you can turn a moment of failure into a step forward in your professional growth. This approach exhibits your integrity and commitment to patient safety. Now, let's consider a communication mishap. Picture this, you're a junior resident and it's one of your first rotations. Everything is new, the pressure is high, and you're eager to impress. One day, a senior doctor gives you a set of instructions. You nod, but the medical jargon goes over your head. You're unsure, but you don't want to seem incapable, so you decide to wing it. As you can imagine, this leads to a mishap. Not a catastrophic one, but enough to disrupt the flow of the day. So, how do you handle this situation? The first step is to acknowledge your misunderstanding. This takes courage, but remember, everyone's been in your shoes at some point. Approach the senior doctor, explain your confusion, and apologize for the mishap. Next, you need to rectify the situation. This might involve redoing a task, correcting an error, or in some cases, even apologizing to a patient. It's not easy, but it's necessary. The final step is the most important one: learning from the mistake. After this incident, you decide to confirm any verbal instructions with a brief written note. This not only ensures your understanding but also serves as a reference point in case of any future confusion. So, when you're asked about a mistake in your interview, this is a great example to discuss. It shows that you're not afraid to admit when you're wrong, that you take responsibility for your actions, and that you're proactive in preventing similar mistakes in the future. This response showcases your communication skills and adaptability. It tells the interviewer that you're capable of learning from your experiences, that you're determined to improve, and that you're committed to providing the best possible care for your patients. And isn't that exactly what a medical professional should be? What if the mistake involves a team conflict? Now this is a tricky one. Team conflicts are inevitable, but how you handle them can set you apart. Let's delve into our third example. Imagine you're part of a medical team, and a disagreement arises between you and a colleague. Maybe it's about a treatment plan, or perhaps it's a clash of working styles. Regardless of the cause, the friction is affecting the team dynamics and potentially patient care. So, what do? You could ignore the tension, let it fester, and hope it goes away. But that's not the most productive approach, is it? Instead, you choose to tackle it head-on. First, you initiate a conversation with your colleague. This step might seem daunting, especially if emotions are running high, but it's crucial. It's not about pointing fingers or assigning blame. It's about understanding each other's perspectives and finding a way to work together effectively. During the conversation, you really listen to what your colleague has to say. You express your own concerns respectfully and honestly. You're not just seeking to be understood, you're striving to understand. This approach shows emotional intelligence and a willingness to cooperate. Next, you find common ground. Maybe you both share a deep commitment to patient care. Or perhaps you both value efficiency. Whatever it is, you use this shared value as a starting point to resolve your disagreement. Finally, you work together to find a solution. Maybe you agree to have regular check-ins to ensure you're on the same page, or perhaps you agree to a compromise that respects both of your viewpoints. The result? The team conflict is resolved, and the team is stronger for it. You've demonstrated your ability to navigate conflicts maturely, and your commitment to teamwork is clear. So when asked about a mistake you've made, don't shy away from discussing a team conflict. Show how you turned a challenging situation into an opportunity for growth and improved collaboration. This narrative demonstrates your teamwork and conflict resolution skills. Next, we tackle a time management issue. This is a common stumbling block for many of us, especially in the fast-paced medical field where juggling multiple tasks is the norm. Let's say, for instance, you once missed a deadline for a research project. It's crucial to note that the mistake here isn't the missed deadline itself, but rather, the failure to manage your time effectively that led to it. Start by acknowledging the error. You could say, "There was a time when I underestimated the scope of a research project I was leading, and I missed the submission deadline." This shows self-awareness and the ability to critically assess your own performance. Then, delve into how you took responsibility. You might say, "I immediately communicated with my supervisor and the team, explaining the situation and asking for an extension." This shows that you're proactive and not afraid to take ownership of your mistakes. Next, discuss the problem-solving steps you took. Here you could share, "I reassessed my schedule and realized I had overcommitted myself. I prioritized my tasks based on urgency and importance, delegating some tasks where possible." This demonstrates your ability to analyze a situation and take decisive action to rectify it. Finally, talk about the lessons learned and how you've grown from the experience. You might say, "I sought advice from my mentors on how to manage my workload more effectively. I learned to set realistic deadlines, break down larger tasks into manageable parts, and allocate sufficient time for each task. I also started using project management tools to keep track of my tasks and deadlines." This shows that you're committed to learning and improving. In sum, when discussing a time management issue, it's important to focus on the steps you took to rectify the situation and the lessons you learned from the experience. This response underscores your ability to learn and improve your organizational skills. Finally, let's look at a personal oversight. You know, those little slip-ups that can sometimes have big consequences. It's something we've all experienced, and it can be a great talking point in an interview. Let's say, for instance, there was a time when you completely forgot about an important meeting. It happens to the best of us, right? So, how could you spin this into a positive learning experience? In this situation, the most important thing to do is to own up to your mistake. It's crucial to let the interviewer know that you didn't try to make excuses or place the blame elsewhere. Start by explaining how you immediately contacted the other participants, apologized for your oversight, and promptly rescheduled the meeting at a time that was convenient for them. Now, simply apologizing and rescheduling isn't enough. The interviewer will want to know what steps you took to ensure that such a mistake doesn't happen again in the future. This is where you can talk about your problem-solving skills and your ability to adapt and learn from your mistakes. You could say something like, "After this incident, I realized that I needed a more effective way to manage my schedule. So I started using a digital planner. I now schedule all my meetings, deadlines, and important events in this planner, and it alerts me well before each one. This has helped me stay organized and avoid similar oversights in the future." This answer not only shows that you're capable of acknowledging your mistakes, but it also demonstrates your initiative in finding a solution. It tells the interviewer that you're someone who takes responsibility for their actions and is constantly looking for ways to improve. So, when you're faced with this question in an interview, remember to focus on the learning experience and the positive changes you made as a result of your mistake. It's all about turning a negative into a positive. This answer showcases your professionalism and adaptability. So, those were 5 ways to answer the mistake question in a medical residency interview. We've journeyed through various scenarios from clinical errors to personal oversights, each illuminating a different aspect of your potential as a medical professional. Let's take a moment to recap. In each example, we saw the importance of self-awareness. Recognizing that you've made a mistake is the first step towards rectifying it. Remember the clinical error scenario? It was the doctor's quick acknowledgement of the misstep that allowed for immediate corrective action. Equally important is taking responsibility. Whether it was misunderstanding a senior doctor's instructions or missing a deadline, owning up to the mistake was crucial. It's an integral part of professional integrity, showing you can be trusted to do what's right, even when it's hard. In each scenario, we also highlighted problem-solving skills. From implementing a double-check system to prevent medication errors, to initiating conversations to resolve team conflicts, your ability to navigate through challenges is a testament to your resilience and adaptability. Lastly, we underscored the significance of learning and growth. Each mistake was turned into an opportunity for improvement, whether it was enhancing communication skills or better managing time. These insights not only make you a better doctor, but also a stronger individual. The key to answering the mistake question lies not in showcasing perfection, but in demonstrating your capacity for growth and learning. It's about illustrating your ability to handle challenges with maturity and constructive action. It's about being honest, reflecting positively, and focusing on the learning aspect of the experience. Remember, your answer should reassure the interviewer that you can handle challenges maturely and constructively. Good luck with your interviews. As you embark on this exciting journey, remember that preparation is key. Take your time, be thorough, and most importantly, believe in yourself. You've come this far, and a rewarding career in medicine awaits you. Now that you're ready to embark on this exciting phase of your medical career, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more content, and share your thoughts or questions in the comments below. Let's dive into the world of ERAs and move one step closer to your residency goals. Good luck on your journey.